Hey everyone, good morning. I am out here on my little morning walk and I wanted to share some stuff with you. Look at these beautiful baobab fruit just hanging here, right? I don't know if you can see it. Can you see? Yeah, all this amazing superfood. Look at this one just hanging down, right? So I am on a back road adjacent to the Exodus house, and I am out here. But I wanted to show you these massive, massive baobab trees. So this is an amazing place to like take a walk and just really like soak in nature. And I wanted to share it with you. Like it's just so tranquil and so peaceful back here. But um, I forgot to say that I changed the date for the nutraceutical expo, and that's going to be on the 1st of June. I have posted in the community section because we had such tremendous rains and a lot of people had a lot of setbacks. So I thought the best thing to do was to move it to the 1st of June. So I'm out here, just showing y'all all that we are surrounded by. So I call this the baobab forest because let me see, baobab tree, baobab tree, baobab tree, baobab tree, baobab tree, like one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. There are going to be at least 20 or 30 massive baobabs as we do this walk. So then the other thing I wanted to show you is neem. So Tanzania is blessed with neem. So neem pretty much is like saying grass over here, right? It's like saying I have some grass in my yard. Neem is everywhere. I'm gonna touch. I can with my eyes alone. I've seen at least 300 neem trees. So these are neem. And if you go on Amazon and you look at the the cost of not even maybe about 3 ounces of neem leaves, it's about 10 US dollars. So why are we here in Tanzania with all of these natural products not taking advantage and not using it for our benefit? Okay, neem, the leaves. Okay. Um, Now the other thing, we got aloe vera to kill. Okay. This is just my neighbor's yard, but take a look at this, right? This is just some aloe vera. Anybody walking along, myself included, can just come, and I've got aloe vera too. I've got tons of this stuff, okay? And here it's just his hedging, right? You got to pay a whole entire US dollar for, or three, for a blade of aloe vera that by the time you get to it comes from Mexico and you get to it, it doesn't really, well, aloe vera is like life. So, but yeah, you're going to have to pay a lot of money for this. So anyway, what does that have to do with CMOS? Everything, because where the industry is now, where the industry was 2 3 years ago, was raw products. Okay, dried CMOS, exporting only dried CMOS. Things have changed. Okay, uh, a lot of the farmers and a lot of the traders, myself included, we have moved on from the dried product to also processed products. Now, when it comes to making toothpaste, making shampoo, making body oils and lotions, CMOS is a fantastic carrier for all of these natural products. You get them in a powdered form, you get them in a liquid form, you get them in oils, and you formulate, right? I hope I'm not too jiggly. I'm kind of like trying to be slow, but you can see the size of this massive baobab tree. Can you see it? All right, let me go up to you. Go up to it to give you some perspective. Okay, that's the tree. This is me. Look at that. That's a monster. Look at that. That's gorgeous. That is God's work right there. That is God's work in full effect. So on the left of me is the beach. On the right of me is the mangrove forest. And the mangrove forest also houses the wetland for salt processing. It houses the wetlands for a variety of things. Okay, Moringa. Hi, Moringa. Good morning. Nice to see you. Say hello to the people in America. Hello. Hey, y'all. How you doing? Moringa. Superfood. That's how many superfoods I just passed right there. Aloe, moringa, neem, baobab. 4. That's on my nature walk. Okay, here goes neem again. Hi, y'all. That's neem. Okay, as a matter of fact, any bush that you can see just bushing around, just floating around in the wind, that's neem. Okay, all of these bushes are neem. And believe it or not, my neighbors hate them. My neighbors have come up with ideas on how to eradicate them because they're so invasive. And I'm like, what are these people talking about? We haven't talked about tapping the neem trees for oil. We haven't talked about creating employment for the community. We haven't talked about, creating opportunities for the women who are in this district, because that's something very simple right there. Someone with a plan that can put into motion can get done, right? Why does everything have to be about dominating and controlling nature? Why don't we learn how to live with nature and learn how to make nature provide for us? you know so it's like people saying, oh, there are too many bees, we have to get rid of the bees. Like, really? Like, why don't you put the bees to work? Because sure enough, there is a lot of money in honey, you know and this is what I'm looking at: moringa and neem, moringa and neem, baobab, like all of this quality stuff that's here. So, you know I've been doing these workshops on import, export, what can people do, how they can do it, how to go about doing it. There's so many opportunities that I want to talk about. And the best way to share what I see, what I learn, what I know is through the workshops that I've created, these PowerPoints on. And I've taken a lot of, market research and put things together. Yeah, I've done a lot of research, and as I'm doing these workshops with Tanzanians as well as with people overseas, what I'm more and more realizing is, like, everyone is saying the same thing, and but no one really understands how to put it together. And so that's what this event is about. I'm accumulating all of the natural products, the um, naturopathic practitioners, the products, the CMOS. I want everyone together because, you know, I don't think that the CMOS industry, as far as processing, is going to grow if we're just so insular, where when we have an event, it's just about us. Meanwhile, when we're making products, we need everything. We need moringa oil. We need you name it. If I'm making a drink at the restaurant, I use soursop leaves. I use um, baobab powder. I use a variety of different things. So, you know, it only makes sense to me from a health and wellness perspective that look at this. This is all neem. This is neem. This is neem, y'all. And this is why I was discussing with the doctors, like the environmental impact assessment. I don't want none of y'all come in here and think, oh, I could just go and get some neem off the side of the road and I'm going to make me a business and I'm going to live happily ever after. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Okay? There is a holistic and sustainable way of doing everything, right? So, yeah, I mean, bush, bush, bush. Some people look and see bush. I look and I see, yo, this this is wealth right here. All these green leaves can become all these green leaves can become wealth, and if you have your health, you have your wealth. So why aren't we using these natural products, these natural resources, mambo, these natural resources for our own benefit? And some of y'all don't, this plant is called periwinkle. There's some dogs right there, but periwinkle, okay? And this plant is well known in botany for being one of the cures, one of the foundation cures for diabetes, polio, aspirin, and it started to be studied in Jamaica. And this is why in Jamaica you have so many botanical gardens. The botanical gardens in Jamaica is not just for conservation, it was for studying the plants and their medicinal properties in its natural environment because we, coming from the Caribbean, children of the diaspora, we have morning we have we have a history of bringing medicine and using natural herbicidal products for our benefit, right? um on the plantation 400 years ago there were no doctors, and so look at this plant. This is a tobacco plant, right? So there you go, that's another one. Morning, Mambo. Bye. Yeah. So that's one of the guys who worked for us when we were collecting wani, wild wani. So yeah. Um, it's like a given for most Jamaicans to have knowledge of the bush. Now, this is not to say every Jamaican, because some people grow up at Kingston and the only thing them know are fever grass or lemongrass. And some people made it a point of duty to learn all that's going on. Now, look at this yard right over there. I don't know if you can see it, but there is like a whole cluster of baobab fruit just hanging out in somebody's yard, right? No, come on. Come on. And I love this time of the year because the baobab is on the tree. The leaves are on the tree, and the baobabs shed just like maple trees. So there's a time of the year when it comes down to the summer, like between September, December to January, where the baobab trees are completely bare. And so you can tell what time of the year it is from a photo if you have the knowledge of the trees. But yeah, it's so cleansing to be able to walk out here in nature and just have these trees give you a green bath to just like dispel any negative energy and just balance you out, you know? Like, look at this. There is a bougainvillea way up there. It's like pink and yellow. That's gorgeous. If you don't appreciate God's work, you're missing so much of your life. Now, there are plants out here that I really need to take a sample of. Like I've been looking for a particular plant. I'm gonna just take a piece of this leaf so that I can get I can get identification on it to confirm that it's a species that I'm looking for. So, uh-oh, come on. All right. Well, how about give me 3 leaves? 2, 3. That I think. Okay. So look at that. Okay. So I want to get confirmation on a species of plant that I'm looking for. Uh-huh. There's a bird up there. Morning. Yeah. Look at this mighty baobab coming up on our left. Can you see it? Yes. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't this God's work? So beautiful. Yeah. Morning. Look at this. Mambo Masai. Say hello. Poa. Uh-huh. There's some more baobab fruit up there. Uh-huh. Yeah. These people must think I'm proper nuts. So there's a Maasai camp right here. It's beautiful. Just beautiful. So anyway, I just wanted to share with y'all some of the beautiful things that I see, some of the great opportunities that are here. Go ahead and send me an email, exodusafrica1@gmail.com, xodusafrica1@gmail.com. The link is in the description. If you are interested in getting involved with natural products, go ahead and connect with us. Look at that. Wow. I'm just going to walk you through this little place. There is an area in Jamaica called Fern Gully. When you're heading down into St. Anne, coming from St. Catherine, coming down Mount Russa, Mount Diablo, and it's like this going into, and it's like when night becomes day becomes night rather, with how thick. Listen, look at that. Now, there's a chicken back there. This is what I like. I like nature. I like beholding God's work. I always think of things in such different perspective when I come out here. Like, look at this. All of these plants are growing from the same soil, but all the leaves are different, and each one of them does something different. That's God's work. Mambo. So you can see, so between that wall of trees, there's like a valley down in here, and it's not really a valley, it's the mangrove forest. And then there's a wall of trees, and then there are the salt flats. So yeah, just out here taking a little walk, and I wanted to share with you what I see so you understand. And what I love about Tanzania is The topography is very similar to Jamaica. But what Jamaica does not have are these ashoka trees. They're so tall. We don't have these, but almost everything that you can see here is like the same plants that we have in Jamaica. And so this is why I can just feel so relaxed and so at home and so a part of it here. I don't feel strange. I don't feel like I don't belong. I don't feel like this is not my home. I feel like this is just my home. I feel like this is better than my home. And for a Jamaican, that is a huge thing because we love Jamaica. It's literally one of the most beautiful places you will ever see. So imagine Jamaica on steroids, a bigger Jamaica with more natural beauty, more waterfalls, more beaches, more nature. Imagine that. More coconut trees, for me, it's like jaw dropping. And this is why I could never, I don't feel comfortable in places like Dubai. I don't feel comfortable in places like New York. I can't. I really can't. I just can't. I cannot. It's not possible. This is my style right here. Bush, sand, dirt road, coconut tree, sunshine, breeze a blow, moringa. Yeah, me this. I love this. This is my cup of tea right here. Okay, y'all. Drink it in one last time, and then I'm gonna go. Okay. Love y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. I hope you enjoyed that.